This is Dr. Dix coming back at you with another video. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button when you're viewing my video to subscribe to my YouTube channel. On Instagram, you can reach out to me at kingofautomation_AI and follow me. You can also on LinkedIn send me a connection request and search for Dr. Patrick Dix. And lastly, go to my website, thedixconsultinggroup.com. You can read my bio, you can view more of my videos, you can also contact me, and lastly, you can reach out to me for a consultation and select one that fits your needs. So again, I look forward to hearing from you. The topic of the video today is technology will prove if you're an imposter or if you really have it. You know, I am 39 years old and I grew up in a time to where, you couldn't fake it till you make it. You had to actually have talent. And I'm going to be honest and tell people with automation and technology, it is going to prove if you have a great enough game plan, or as we call you an imposter. And one of the things, we're living in a time now is where people can get online and they can have one persona and they can switch to something else. But I get articles sent to me. I view articles online and I view information during live streams, etc. And one thing that I'm seeing is many people do not have it together. And with the threat of automation and artificial intelligence around, it is going to prove, again, as I stated before in the video, if you have it or not. We're living in the times to where you must have a game plan. You must have money to survive. You must be able to take care of yourself or family members, fix things, etc., pay for education. And many people just don't have it, but they've been able to fake it for the last couple of years. And we all know what happened in 2020. We had the coronavirus come around and people were able to get PPP loans. People were able to sit at home and not do anything. And as the old saying goes, the chickens have come home to roost. When I grew up down in South Carolina, my parents had a saying that stated, the man that feed the chickens should have the eggs. I know many of the people listening to the video may not know what that means, but that basically means the man that puts in the work should reap the benefits. And we don't have a lot of people putting in any type of work right now. You see, all types of jobs are being eliminated. We have simple task jobs, as I would call, cashier jobs, manufacturing jobs. And I know when people hear the word simple task, it's basically a simple task because it is a repetitive motion and you go to your job to do the same thing every day. That's why a job will be titled simple task, or we will call it repetitive. And those types of jobs are some of the main jobs that are going to be automated. We have white collar jobs that are going to be automated, but with some of those jobs, I talk about lawyers, I talk about some of the tech jobs, I talk about some of the research jobs, etc. Many of those people are able to get other types of jobs in a different field or the same field. The threat of automation and AI is really going to go down to the people that have no different skill set or have no education to take them to the next level. That's why this time in society will show if you're an imposter. And as I've stated before, and I'm going to reiterate it, we have many imposters living amongst us. They don't have the money, they don't have the skill, and they don't have the education. I'll take myself for an example. You meet many people that say they're educated. My undergrad degree is in computer science and my graduate degree is an MBA with an emphasis in information technology management. And as you all know, I have a doctorate of science. One of the things that I have came across is people have said they've had the same credentials as mine. And when you go down to the nitty gritty, as we would say, they don't have even a tenth of it. Or people will say, hey, I'm a ABD. And if any people out there, you don't know what that is, that means all but dissertation. Those are your people that have been, writing a dissertation for 7 or 8 years and have not turned in the last 2 to 3 chapters. I know that from personal experience. I was never an ABD because I took the time to make sure everything was completed when I went to Robert Morris and knock it out in the time allotted. But you have many people that state I'm an ABD when all they're missing is a couple of chapters of revisions by their advisor. People like myself, we have it all together. I represent men, I represent women, I represent people of every gender and race. I'm one of those people. We don't talk about it, we do it. If anybody knows me or if you hear me talk or you can pull my resume or my credentials, I am a man of action and I like to get things done. I've never wanted to be one of those types of people that stated that I'm going to get it done. No, I've done it and I've moved to the next task. And I want to inspire the people that are listening to this video or viewing this video to ask themselves, are you an imposter? Do you have it together? Do you want to have it together, or you want to fake it till you make it? Those days are over of faking it till you make it. The days of winging it are over. The days of not having a plan are over. Gas is high, food is high, travel is high, vacationing is high. We're just going to put the word high on everything and to say it's high to do everything. It costs a lot of money to breathe right now. The oxygen that you breathe in and the CO2 that you exhale is expensive. It costs money just to wake up in the morning. Your lights, your car, your gas, maintenance on your vehicles, your homes, etc. So you can't be an imposter anymore and think you're going to wing it through life. We have to be real with people and say, look, if you're going to be an imposter, you can't hang around me, or you can't work with me, etc. In relationships, as they say, when you meet somebody, you're meeting their representative. To an extent, you're meeting their representative, but in a few couple of months, people, their true colors will show. So what I recommend to people is, if you're going to be in a relationship, or as I've stated, a survivorship, you better get to know who you're knowing and see if they're an imposter or not, because times are going to get tough. Money is going to get scarce, and you could be the lick, as they call it, or you could be the person that actually has to take care of everybody. Remember, do not put yourself out here in a position to where you can't recover from any choices or any bad decisions, because one of the biggest things I've learned from other people's mistakes. So I haven't had to make those same choices or same decisions, or, go to the courts, etc., this and etc. and everything else. So I just want you to remember, are you an imposter? Ask yourself that. Can you get your plan together? Do you have a plan together? I'm going to tell you, the days of having excuses are over. No one's going to feel sorry for you in this world we're living in. We have people coming from the border that will replace you. We have people in the border, U.S. citizens, that will replace you. There's always someone that wants to move up in life. And if you're not doing your job, they will gladly move you out of the way. So I want you to ask yourself, are you an imposter? Automation and artificial intelligence will show if you're an imposter. Because if you have been getting by and saying, I don't need an education, or I make more than people with an education, I want you to look at yourself now. I want you to look at your bank account. I want you to look at your retirement. I want to ask yourself, what kind of disposable income do you have? You cannot make it off a high school diploma, and you cannot make it off a bachelor's degree anymore. You, in the future, the people listening to this video, the minimum requirements for a job are going to be a master's degree, depending on what it is. And if it's a blue collar job, you're going to have some kind of 2-year degree, and your certifications are going to be up to date. So playtime is over. I want everybody to win, but I want you to remember and ask yourself again, are you an imposter? Because if you're an imposter, artificial intelligence and automation will prove you wrong, and it will show your true colors. So again, this is Dr. Dix coming back at you with another video. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.